Hey, what's up you guys, it's Jade. So for this week's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a Notion tour. So I've been using Notion since August, and from then I've just been adding little things that I might need. And for 2023, I just wanted to make sure that I had everything I needed within my Notion setup. So I think my setup is pretty cute without being overbearing, and it's really functional. That was my #1 goal, is I wanted it to be functional. I didn't want to have to like go through a million pages to get to something that I need. I just wanted to make sure it was the most efficient setup possible. So without further ado, let's jump into the video, and I will have all the resources that I use in my bio. So let's jump into it. All right, so my setup goes straight into the workflow. I don't feel the need to have a home page just because I wouldn't ever really go to it. I don't want to add extra pages that I need to get through, so I just didn't include one. I might do in the future, but for now, this was not my main priority. So we just jump right into it. At the top, my header is basically my vision board, and then I have these 2 quotes that I've just been loving. So it's just kind of like a reminder whenever I enter my Notion. So the first thing you'll see is my weekly to-do list. So this is something that I actually use every day, and I added this because I wanted just a view of like every little task that I need to do in the week. So that's why I put this first, and I will link the resource that I used to create this in my bio. So this is a template button. So if I open it up, you'll see there's an empty month, an empty space for my weekly goals, and then we have Monday to Sunday, and then I have just repeated things. So making sure I post every day, making sure on Sundays I plan for the next week. Yeah, so that's my weekly goals list, and then I obviously just take it off whenever I'm done. So with the weekly goals, you just select everything, and I have a to-do archive, so it's basically just a blank page. So you just drag your to-do list to the archive, and then you add a new weekly to do. So let me undo that because I actually need that week still. So scrolling down, we have a bit more. So on the right hand side, we have my month at a glance. So in this calendar, it's anything from social events to work stuff. But this calendar does not include any of my content creation stuff. This is mainly just for like legit work. So like if I actually have to like go to work, or if I have an interview, or if I have plans with somebody, this is where I would put that. So if I were to create a new event, just title it, and then I have a couple tags, and that's basically it. So then next to this, I have a couple of pages. So I have my 2023 goals page, and again, I have my vision board, just a little icon. So when you click into the page, I have my 2023 goals, and I made a bingo card because I love that trend on TikTok that was saying to make a bingo card out of your 2023 goals. So that's what I did. I have a bingo card. I need to update it though, and then below that, I have everything below that in a checklist style, and I also have them sorted by category. So I have career and finance, I have personal development, I have fitness, and then I have fun/hobby. So I did this because below that, I have them then in the categories. I have ways that I can actually achieve these things. So for instance, career goals, so some actionable steps to achieving these goals. So we have posting consistently on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, reaching out to employers, so just continuing to apply for jobs, working on my own portfolio for graphic design, and then getting back into art. So like weekly sketches, monthly paintings, stuff like that. So that is my 2023 goals page. And going back, we have my personal page. So this is like less work, more so personal stuff. So I have a couple columns. So I have my habits to develop. So these are the things that I want to develop eventually. I didn't do a checklist style just because like these are things that like are constantly, you know, like constantly changing. Like I might not have an early morning every morning. I might not be reading regularly. There might be a busy time in my life. It's just more so like reminders of like things to do that will help me achieve my goals. Then we have my morning routine, which is still in the works. I don't really know. And then we have my nightly routine. So skincare, reading, prep for the next day, and journaling. So then the next section is a few more pages. So the first one is finance, and I will show you guys a blank version of this page. I won't actually click into it, but I'll also link the video that I watched to create this financial tracker in my bio. It's really good. Yeah, it basically tracks your income, your spending, and then your total balance. And then along with that, I use that same template to track my student loans. So I literally just did everything she did below that just for my student loans. All right, next on my library, I love my library page. So the first thing I have is this little widget, and it's my 2023 completed books. It's just a cute little widget to track the total amount of books that I've read. I want to read 24 books by the end of this year, so that's 2 books a month. So this will just make sure I'm like staying on track. A quick way to just like count up the numbers and making sure I'm on track to finish that. So you just click these little plus and minus buttons, and then it'll update. Pretty cute. All right, so below this, I have my library. So this is like every single book that I want to read, that I've read, that I own, that I don't. So yeah, I have the title, the status. So the status ones are want to read but I don't own it yet, want to read but I own it, in progress, and then completed. And then I was working on the genre part, but I didn't finish it just because, like, yeah, it's not really important. And then my favorite part is this loading part. So this is actually from a template. Again, I'll link that in the bio. But basically it's this huge progress bar template that I found, and it just has like a bunch of options to like track your progress on anything. This isn't just for books, this is just in general a progress bar. So this is where I got it from. Very cute. Yeah, so that is basically my library. All right, so the next thing I have is my journal. So I haven't journaled enough this year, but I do want to. Also just a basic like entry thing. So I got like daily entries, personal entries, stuff like that. It's nothing crazy, it's just a journal. Because I can never really get myself to write, like physically write in a journal. So I thought, like, I'm always on my computer or on my phone. Why not just put like my journal somewhere in here? I would say I use this more than I do a journal, like a physical journal. So I mean, it's a win. It's still a work in progress because I want to do it every day, but yeah. All right, so below this I just have a shopping list, literally self-explanatory, just some stuff I want to buy. I've been working on buying like regular clothes because I buy a lot of gym clothes, but I don't buy a lot of regular clothes. So I've just started a list of basics that I should invest in. And then I have a cute little picture. Also, for the pictures, a lot of these are just found on Pinterest, and for the pictures I tried to crop them to be the same size. That way for these columns, like, they'll all line up, because if they're off in dimensions, like one will be longer than the other and the columns will be the same. Most of them are in a square, like if they're like multiple in a row, they're in squares. But like this one I didn't really crop because it's on its own, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, the next thing is this quick notes thing. I actually found this on TikTok the other day. So this is a linked notepad. So this is linked to the main page. So if I type something in this, like hello, and I go to my main page, it'll appear. I will go back to that later. Remember me. But yeah, this is just a quick notes section in case I just have something I really want to write down real quickly without actually having time to like organize it. And then below that I just have some extra stuff. So I just have like a computer, what is it? Computer science class that I started taking. The like free one from Harvard. I started taking that, and so those are the notes. And then I started taking a UI class, which ended up being really boring, so I stopped taking it. Or let me not say boring, it just ended up being really self-explanatory. So I was like, why am I, like, I already know this stuff. Like, I don't need to watch this. Okay. So yeah, here's the quick notes page. So it says hello, remember me. So this is linked to the notes pad in here. And I'm probably gonna add some more quick notes around. I'm not sure where. All right, so now we're getting to the content creation section of my Notion setup. So the first thing you'll notice is this huge calendar. So this is a master calendar. So this tracks every single thing that I'm posting. So from my TikTok to my Instagram to my YouTube to my Pinterest, it just is a master calendar of everything I have planned or everything that I did. Ooh, it's getting windy. So when you add something new, obviously there's the title, and then have tags. So whether it's for Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, so you can click either one of those, the date it's going to be posted or date it is posted. And then I have another status tag. So I have whether it got scrapped, whether it's just an idea, whether I'm in the process of recording it, whether it's recorded, whether it's in the process of being edited, whether it's edited, and then whether it's posted. So I can click either one of those. And then I have one more, and it's just like a link to the post, so that if I need to like go back to it ever, I have the link to that post. So that is basically how I track my posts. And I have the table view of it. I like the table view just because it shows, I just like the list form when it goes to like seeing, okay, what do I have to do next? Like what's still being worked on, rather than the calendar, which just shows everything, doesn't really show the status. So I kind of like the table for more so planning, the calendar just to make sure that I'm keeping up. So next to these, I have my socials. So this is my fitness Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, Pinterest, my Instagram, and then my email. So 4 of these have their own page just because I prefer it that way rather than just like only having the master calendar. Like when you click on my Instagram, I have a link to my Instagram at the top. And then I have my content pillars, which I'm still kind of working on. So these are just sort of things that, like, goals that I should try to achieve with my content. And then I have this idea dump, pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of just like a notepad. And then I have another content tracker, except this one only shows Instagram stuff. For like the master calendar, I'm seeing everything, and I'm not really seeing I'd have to like pick and choose, like, okay, I've been doing Instagram 1, 2, 3, 4, like I posted that many times. Whereas this one, I can see like, okay, this week I did really good on Instagram, this week I was kind of falling off, this week I need to get back on it. So this only this only shows the Instagram stuff. And again, the table, I don't have anything planned right now, but it would just be a better view of what's in the process of being made. My TikTok, same thing, an idea dump. This one has 2 columns because the left side is for like video ideas that's just like one and done, whereas the right side is just stuff that I can continuously redo, or like, you know, like get ready with me. Get ready with me, I can do them multiple times. I can post multiple workouts. Those are things that are reoccurring, whereas the left is sort of just like one and done thing. And then again, we have my content tracker and then the table view. Pretty self-explanatory. Same with YouTube. Got my idea dump. Left is new things, right is reoccurring. Got my table view, so here you can see that it's a better way to see like what's in the work. And then again, just another way to see how consistent I've been for a specific platform. And then again with Pinterest, same thing, literally the same thing. So yeah, those are the specific content trackers for each social media platform. All right, so under my socials, I have a monthly to-dos, and these are just things that I have to do every month that don't necessarily have like a specific day to do them. I just have to do them within the month. But basically it's just like stuff for brands that I'm working with. And then I also have revamp my workout program. So every month I just want to make sure that I'm looking at my workout program, making sure I'm actually progressing. Yeah. For this one, again, I have a template button, but for this I just delete it. I don't even put it in an archive. I just kind of delete it because, I mean, if it's the same task every month, like I'll know I do it every month. And then the last thing to end my Notion tour is a running to-do list. So again, these are just stuff that don't necessarily have a day that I want them to be done by, and more so just like reminders of like, these things need to get done eventually. Like, it's no pressure, but like you should do them soon. So I have like editing my New York vlog, which was 6 months ago, guys, and I have not edited it yet. Well, I've edited it, I haven't done the final edits of it, so I still have to do that. Same thing with my LA vlog. And then like designing business cards, like I don't have a specific day I need to do that, but like they need to get done. And lastly, making a care package for the office I worked for in school. So yeah, that is basically my Notion setup. Like I said, it's really simple and it goes straight to things that I need, and it's just not convoluted. It's just straight to the point. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really like watching these videos because it gives me ideas on what to add to my own setup. Like when I was setting this one up, I watched so many videos just to come up with ideas, because when you first start, you don't really know what you need. You don't really know what's functional for you. So it just takes some trial and error and like watching videos, coming up with ideas basically, and just testing them out. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, because I really enjoyed making this video. And let me know what else you'd like to see. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.